Okay, so now we just went through 2011 and 2014. I gotta be quiet because everybody is laying down and I'm the only one up. Some things that happened in 2012, the world was supposed to end. News said it. Ancient knowledge, ancient knowledge, ancient knowledge. The world was gonna end. So we knew in 2012 the news was fake. 2012, Kentucky won the championship. Anthony Davis, that's my team in college. Miami Heat won in 2012 and 2013. That's my team in NBA. San Francisco Giants won in 2012 and in 2014. That's my Major League Baseball team. So me being in school in California was amazing. In 2013, cookies came out. And the new trend was farm-to-table food. I think craft beer too, but I'm not a big drinker until I'm with the homies. So not for sure about that. All Gold Everything came out. My nigga YG came out. All Gold Everything, Trinidad James, and Hot Nigga Bobby Shmurda came out. I'll get back to that. This video is about the poetic justice theory, and I watched the original video, the one 4 years ago, and at 6 minutes and 46 seconds, they talk about 0 to 100 and how it was a diss towards Meek Mill, and how they Do Right and Kill Everything was scared to go at Kendrick at this time, and I'm gonna start there, working backwards. And in 2011, at 20 minutes and 52 seconds, they point out Section 80 drop, which is, I give them thumbs up for pointing that out. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even mention Section 80. And then they say in 2012, from February to June, that at 22 minutes and 12 seconds, that Kendrick, ASAP, and Drake was on tour together, and I just passed the 2 minutes and 30-second mark. Boom. So I'm gonna read this backwards. This is the 0 to 100, and you guys can pause it and reflect on where you at now with those words and where you was then with those words. So ask yourself, how do we match up now? Fuck how it was in the past tense. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Feel like we paid the refs off and then we fixed the game. We already got spring 2015 popping. Feel like we paid the ref off and we fixed the game. Sounds like tried to bring the game, but you can't fake influence. And in spring, we already got spring 2015 popping. Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly in March of 2015. Listen, boy, listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Because if I run the game and these men, the seams are splitting. These days, I'm feeling like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever wore them before just wasn't thinking big enough. I think all these are just shots at Lil Wayne. Because that's the person who was running the game before Young Money. They say the shoe can always fit no matter whose foot it's on. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're stagnant. They're not moving at all. Because I was trying to find out where I lost them at. Maybe I didn't lose them at all. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Imagine how it feels to watch another nigga at the top. It's different when you say it backwards, isn't it? That's why I never asked for help. Wasn't they flying the producer out and then asking for ideas on how we should do the album with the blank disc? The album that's a blank disc? He ain't show up. Valuable lesson meant I had to grow up. My dad used to tell me he was coming to the house and get me. I've been ready. I've been ready since. That's what the... You been ready? Okay. Okay. Don't make me kill one of the goats for it. I'm just here for the bucks and the billies, nigga. Really with the shits, boy. Kendrick and Schoolboy Q? Yeah, I'm with the shits. Yeah, I'm with the shits. Been cooking with the sauce, Chef Curry with the pot. Been Steph Curry with the shot. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. She gonna see some shit that she don't wanna see. Niggas wanna do it, we can do it on a turf. And I do recall Kendrick being in LA. And Drake was talking about they like to do phase out there, so come get them. He's handing them out. They did a video, not like us. He said, niggas want to do it, we could do it on their turf. I didn't see no fade handed out there. And I recall, after I went to the GNX tour in Detroit, K-Dot went to Toronto. And I'm pretty sure D.R.A.K.3 was at New Hoking, you know, probably getting that K-Dot special with the fried rice and the duck sauce and the playing me, Crody. So, niggas want to do it, we can do it on their turf. They wasn't even there in Toronto. Now, one thing they didn't touch on in the Poetic Justice Theory was the Average Joe, Overly Dedicated album that came out in 2010 when Kendrick says, I don't make black music, I don't make white music, I make everyday life music. And the, like I said, the original one, they talk about hip-hop being a movement. They say movement so much, and say black, and how he does this for black. And it's like, bro, y'all missed the first chapter on Section 80. It's fuck your ethnicity. So these bars are coming from Own It, which, like I said, the Poetic Justice Theory is a theory where they paint this picture that Kendrick wrote Drake's verse and dissed him. And it's like, I don't know. That's not something I know. And I know Don't Rap Against Kendrick Ever did Hard Part 6, where they just took a song out of Mr. Morale and then just start throwing theories about how this song came to be, and it was all smoke and mirrors. Meanwhile, this is gonna be that. This is how I saw a song in Drake's catalog where I'm like, this doesn't even add up. And it was thanks to the Poetic Justice Theory why I even brought up this song. So thank them for peeling back another layer and the lore and the legend, which is the Sandman. So in 2013, Drake creates this project called Nothing Was the Same. And in 2012, Kendrick creates a project called Good Kid, Mad City. Poetic Justice is on there, and I just see how some of the bars line up. Meanwhile, a few bottles on the tables, a few waters. It ain't a secret, baby. Everybody saw us. So he's already letting you know. It ain't no secret. Everybody know what's up. Next time we talk, I don't want to talk. I don't want to just talk. I want to trust. Next time I stand tall, I want to be standing for you. I haven't seen this nigga stand on nothing. Nothing. Niggas talk more than bitches these days. Let that shit sink in. Meanwhile, there was a dude I worked with that was telling me about a moment when he was at a house with a few dudes and some more dudes. But the niggas was talking about niggas that wasn't in the room, and there was some females in the room that wasn't getting no attention because the niggas weren't talking about the other niggas. And my homie was like, man, y'all niggas is weird. Y'all want to talk about these niggas and we got bitches right here on deck. Meanwhile, K-Dot said, niggas like to gossip like bitches. Got me thinking you don't like bitches. And then K-Dot, Section 80, he even puts Aaliyah, R.I.P. Aaliyah, R.I.P. Yup. So the niggas talk more than bitches these days, and niggas like to gossip like bitches. I see these, like I said. Kendrick was first, Drake was second. So, in the Poetic Justice, he says, you was so new to this life, but goddamn, but somehow you got adjusted. And then, on Nothing Was the Same, he said, because you got the bat phone in my work line, you should call. When the last time you did something for the first time? You done it all. So when you were so new to this life, but somehow you got adjusted, meaning I brought you into this life, you didn't know nothing about it, but now you're so comfortable in this lifestyle. Man, how quick you got adjusted to this new life. It's like, just like you said, when the last time you did something for the first time, you've done it all. I swear niggas talk more than bitches these days. Got you thinking that I'm different these days. Broken telephone for every single conversation. By the time you get to you, it switches these days. Now, in case I was, shooting for the SO, then I'd stop there. But I'm shooting for for high power. So before that, he says, a bunch of journalists been searching for a story. My ex-girl's been searching for a story. A couple bitches trying to have me out on Maury. Like, nigga, it's yours. You should be supporting. And now, for people who don't know what Maury is, You Are Not the Father, Dial Up the Drama. This is where you go to get your DNA test done. Not only did he not deny the baby, but he spends the rest of the time crying. You ain't even hit me when that nigga, you ain't even really checked for me. You ain't even hit me when that nigga had threats for me. You don't love me. You just say this shit to get to me. Now, in 2013, he said, Max girl trying to have me out on Maury. Like, nigga, it's yours. You should be supporting. And then he cries like, where you been at on tour getting money? No denying the kid, but in case you put 2013 plus 11, you get 2024. Meet the Grams. And Meet the Grams, he says he's a narcissist, misogynist, living inside of his songs, trying to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you, or at your 11th birthday singing poems with you. Maybe he used poems right there for a reason. I don't know. But I know the number 11 came up. Instead, he being Turks, paying for sex and popping perks. Examples that you don't deserve. I want to tell you that you're kind. I want to tell you that you're loved, you're brave, and you're kind. These are just the words that, K-Dot's giving to the kids. And he was like, it's not my fault that he's hiding another child. Give him grace. That's the reason I made Mr. Morale. And on Mr. Morale, he says, oh, this is the part where mental stability meets talent. This is the part where he breaks my humility just for practice. Tactics we learn together. Sore loser forever. Daddy issues. And to my partners that figured it out without a father, I salute you. May your blessings be neutral to your toddler. It's crucial. They can't stop us if they see the mistakes. Until then, let's give the women a break. Grown man with daddy issues. And that's exactly how I felt when I was in San Francisco on that beach. It took mental stability not to jump off and stay on that peace train, and it took talent just to even get to advanced training. So now that we've discovered the 11-year-old, give a helping hand to your fellow man. Oh my. Hey, what? Look. Peekaboo. Now, shout out to Thought Crimes. Thought Crimes, they have a theory where the give a helping hand to your fellow man was a tag that Kendrick was saying that XXX was being trolled when Drake did God's Plan and did the Helping Hand Challenge, because that was something that XXX was doing. And I just put the boogers in my chain. 80 pointers like a Kobe gang. Everybody know the 80 pointers and the Toronto thing. 762s and make them blank. I'm popping out, you better know my name. Now, God's Plan, just like the Helping Hand Challenge, I'm talking about the title, came from somewhere else. I knew of God's Plan before Drake even made that song. There goes the second peel. Remember, Drake came out with John Wall in Kentucky. There's Rob Dillingham and Reed Shepherd at the embassy. And I used to listen to Drake with the basketball team, God's Plan. And when I was cooking for the players, I met SGA, and I knew he was going to be SGA as soon as Quade Green got hurt. Like I said, I was on the Drake train, and off of it in 2017, I was just getting my reps up as a DJ. So I would play him because Shay asked me to play him. Meanwhile, we already know where Shay's at now, replacing the tattoo of LeBron James, but it definitely doesn't need to be glazed over on the amount of how long Drake has been into Kentucky and how many professional basketball players that play Drake just because of them. So back to Meet the Grams. He says, LeBron, keep the family away. Hey, Kyrie, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for the kids, keep the family away. So he's talking about basketball players. And right back to 0 to 100, he's like, I've been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pot. Been Steph Curry with the shot. And the Noel before Twitter names, I could be mistaken, but I think the Noel is Nerlens Noel, who again is a Kentucky player. And when he talks about, I might call DeMarcus Cousins out in public, again, a Kentucky player. Meanwhile, like I said, you could just look up Drake in Kentucky and see where the history is of that. But also, that's when I found out that Cha-Cha, I Like the Cha-Cha, was Big Baby Drums, and he took that song from him. So in case you look up Hotline Bling and God's Plan, the two biggest songs that Drake got, he took those from other artists, as well as didn't show up to the concert that he promised us in 2017. Still pissed at that. Like I said, all of this is on the same internet. We all got it. I'll drop some links in the description.